Welcome into the Commanders Report. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. Today, after the conclusion of Commanders mandatory minicamp this week in Ashburn, I've got six young players that I think might have a breakout season this year based on their play that we saw from them during minicamp practices. Before we get into the content today, get us started down there in the comments section by letting me know, who do you think will be the breakout star on the Washington Commanders this year, and tell me why you think that player is primed for a breakout. All right, so let's start here with the running back. 7th-round rookie out of Arizona, and of course, Shrine Bowl MVP this year, Jacory Croskey-Merritt. Now, you guys have been hearing me gas up JCM this entire process, all the way back to rookie minicamp, because when you don't have the pads on, kind of these shiftier, speedier guys with great ability to cut and all this different stuff, it's hard to keep your eyes off of them. And, JCM has certainly made quite a bit of an impression to this point. Now, obviously, he had a little bit of an eligibility dispute last year at Arizona. He wasn't able to play all that much because of it. But, he's a damn good football player, and he has proven that every step of the draft process, all the way through the offseason process with the Washington Commanders. He is super explosive, and I'm excited to see what he looks like when we get the pads on and during the preseason games. He seems like somebody that can be a legitimate third option for the Commanders in their running back room next to Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler, and hopefully, if we're lucky, somebody that could even replace Brian Robinson Jr. as a potential number one running back here with the Washington Commanders moving forward. So he's got a great start. We'll see if he continues it when we get to training camp at the end of July. Another young player, second-year player now, out of Rice, Luke McCaffrey, had some nice moments as a rack threat, which means run after the catch, and then, of course, in the kickoff game, had some pretty good stuff last year in that regard, but he's looking to take a step up as a receiver and get into the fold as a potential starter for the Washington Commanders offense this year, and he looks like he took a step this offseason in his route running, with his hands, his ability to make some tough catches. He showed off some of that ability during mandatory minicamp where he scored multiple touchdowns for the Commanders offense during team periods. So really excited to see what this young kid is going to be able to do. And with the Noah Brown injury, at the time of me recording this video, still no answer on the Noah Brown injury. If he's out for an extended period of time, that's going to create an opportunity for Luke McCaffrey to have a hell of a second season in the league. Then we get to Jaylen Lane, the mid-round pick out of Virginia Tech. Now, Lane is going to be that short yardage and rack and punt return specialist for this team. He is super fast, and he probably was the best punt return man in the class this year. I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do in a Commanders uniform this year. The coaches are just raving about how fast this kid is. And, he's shown some good things through the offseason program to this point, especially if Noah Brown is down with that injury. We are going to see between Luke McCaffrey and Jaylin Lane, who kind of comes up as that number 3 receiving option in Cliff Kingsbury's offense this year, but that could be a big-time competition to watch out for when we get to training camp. So let me know down there in the comments section, between these two young wide receivers, which one's going to have the better season in the Commanders' offense this year? Type LM for Luke McCaffrey or JL for Jaylin Lane. This will be the pinned comment on today's show, so YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. When that happens, take advantage of that time by letting me know which of these two young receivers are going to ball out in 2025. All right, now let's get to Ben Sinnott, the tight end out of Kansas State. Somebody that was taken pretty darn early in the NFL draft 2 seasons ago, or last year, I should say, whatever you guys want to call it at this point. But, he came out of Kansas State as somebody that was an uber athletic, kind of pass catcher type of tight end with kind of shorter arms that doesn't have a great catch radius. You got to put it on him, but he's got incredible ability to get open. He's got really quick feet for his size, and he's very, very physical after the catch and with the ball in his hands in space. So he's kind of a different type of receiving tight end to Zach Ertz, who's more of a possession type of guy. But that different flavor of tight end could really be utilized by Cliff Kingsbury here in Sinnott's second year. And I think that his athleticism could really be the thing that could shine this year with the Washington Commanders. Now, keep in mind, Zach Ertz is back for another season. And then, they did sign John Bates to a 3-year contract as well in free agency, who they're blocking tight end. So we'll see how much Sinnott gets on the field. But he certainly has the athleticism to be a dynamic piece in this group. Make sure you guys click that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. We're going to shift to my 2 winners on defense here in just a second. But if you're enjoying our content so far and you want more of it, make sure you click that thumbs up icon It's a free and easy way to help us out here at the Commanders Report. Then we get to Trey Amos, the rookie out of Ole Miss. Another rookie makes this list here, and Amos has been super, super impressive through the first few weeks that he has been donning a Washington Commanders practice jersey, locking up Deebo Samuel, doing all these different things that rookies are probably not supposed to be doing. He's got long arms. He's very, very physical, great in press, good in off coverage, where he played a lot at Ole Miss last year, plays with great instincts. I thought he should have been a first-round pick this year just based on his tape. He's got some good long speed as well to keep up with faster wide receivers. It's going to be an interesting training camp battle between him and Jonathan Jones, who has also had a good offseason program for the Washington Commanders. But Trey Amos, man, I think this guy is going to be one of the better rookie cornerbacks in the league this year. There's a couple other ones that I think are going to have good seasons as well, but I think Amos has a chance to be among that group of the best, if not the best, this season in the NFL. Then the final breakout candidate here is none other than second-year linebacker out of Temple, Jordan Magee, who I think is going to play a very critical role in the Commanders' defense this year. Right now, based on the competition that we have seen unfold for the Bandit position in the Commanders' defense, Magee seems like he is the one that is leading that race. Now, we've talked about the Bandit position quite a bit on this channel before, but if you're unaware, that is the third kind of safety option that kind of roams around the middle of the defense when the Commanders are going into their pass-heavy kind of downs. And, they put three safeties on the field last year. That package looked like Quan Martin, Percy Butler, and Jeremy Chin playing the Bandit. This year, it looks like they might go to almost like a three-linebacker package when they want to go to that Bandit look, with Magee, who's an excellent pass coverage linebacker, being plugged into that spot that we saw Jeremy Chin fill last year. And the reason why Magee as a linebacker can fill kind of that safety linebacker hybrid role as a pass coverage player is because of his athleticism. This guy is explosive as hell. He's fast for a linebacker, and he brings great size for a Bandit type player, even though for a linebacker he's undersized. So I love what Magee brings to the table. This is a coaching staff that really believes in him, and that 9.3 relative athletic score should tell you everything you need to know about his athletic prowess. And then, look at some of the Bandit candidates. Like, it is a competition still. I would say Magee is in the lead to win this position, but Jeremy Reaves has been playing very well in the offseason program to this point. He just got extended. You got to keep your eye on him. Tyler Owens, who's another athletic freak type of player, could win that spot. Percy Butler, of course, was the third safety in this defense last year. He certainly has an inline road to the job as well. And then some other athletic players that could, sneak their way in if they have a good camp. Dominique Hampton, Robert McDaniel, a UDFA out of Jackson State, and then another UDFA, Carlin Vigers, as well, are some other guys that could win this job. But because Jeremy Chin left for the Raiders, it is an open job, and we're going to see who ends up winning that position once we get to training camp here at the end of July. But my money, as it stands right now, is on Jordan Magee. So let me know down there in the comments section, who will be Washington's Bandit safety this year? Let me know your answer to this question down there in the comments section. If you haven't already, I really do appreciate all the people that get answers to these weigh-in questions down there in the comments. That'll be it for today's edition of the Commanders Report. If you are a real one and made it to the end of today's show, type those real ones in all caps down there in the comments section if you made it to the end today. And don't forget, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Join the Commanders Report family today for daily and free Commanders updates right here on YouTube.